Hi everyone, this is Laura and I am back with my self-care mindfulness series. So if you didn't see my last video, the question I received was if there was a way to do self-care in a less expensive and less time-consuming way. So I am here to share with you some tips, especially helpful right before the stress of the holidays. I know I personally am helping my mom just tour some senior housing this weekend, and of course that's right before Thanksgiving next week. I'm helping her buy a new car as well. So I know you all are probably just as busy as I am. And that's why these self-care tips are so important. So if you haven't met me, my name is Laura Smothers Chu, and I am the CEO and founder of Befriended Heart, a social enterprise for daughters helping their parents navigate dementia. And that's because my dad was diagnosed with dementia about 5 years ago. And before I go into my mindfulness lesson for the day, I just wanted to share with you guys some awesome news. So as you can probably imagine, I have quite a bit of experience, dealing with my dad's dementia, but I didn't have any certifications. So I just found out today that I have been accepted as a certified dementia practitioner. Yay! So I will continue to teach you cool stuff, but this just increases my credibility in the field. So that's very exciting for me. That being said, so the last video that I shared, I talked about mindful eating. And again, I will also talk about mindfulness with self-care in today's video. So today I'm going to talk about the element of water when you are doing self-care and how that can feed into mindfulness. So I'm going to start with kind of the most involved water activity down to the least involved. And by involved, I mean, costly or time costly as well. So the first one I want to talk about is visiting, I like to call it a body of water. So we're talking about a beach where there's an ocean or a lake, even a pond. I know for me, water has a very rejuvenating quality to it. It's healing, and that's probably because I'm a Pisces, but I do love water, and I think it's been so revered over so much history in the world because it does have that rejuvenating quality, and so you can allow that to melt away your stress. So as I mentioned, the first one is traveling to a body of water, whatever's closest. So I know for us right now, and you'll see I have my flash on and my picture here looks pretty gray and not as colorful as it normally does because we got our first snow. So this is a great example of how this would not be a good day to go to the beach or to go to the lake. You just want to stay home and be comfy and cozy. So if you can't travel to, listen to the ocean or watch the ducks in the lake, my next suggestion would be a bubble bath. So I think we as women love bubble baths. I think it's the temperature, it's the bubbles. I mean, who doesn't like bubbles? But also, definitely bubble baths do take time. If you do have the time, I would recommend getting an awesome bath bomb. And the bath bombs, if you're not familiar, they're usually pretty colorful and they smell really good. And so I like to just throw them in the water and you get a bubble bath going and you can just relax all your muscles. And so in mindfulness, as I mentioned in the first video, it's really important to try to use all 5 of your senses. While you're using all 5 of your senses, you're focusing on only one sense at a time. You're not focusing on, the speech you have to write tomorrow at work. You're not focusing on, oh my gosh, are the kids okay? That type of thing, because that is going to defeat the entire purpose of this meditative activity and to release your stress. So here's some examples of what you can pay attention to when you're in the bubble bath. I would say, if you close your eyes, I find that if I close my eyes, I can use my senses a lot more easily. So if you close your eyes, take a deep breath in with the scent of whatever you chose for your bath bomb, whatever's the most relaxing to you. I also sometimes like to pick the citrusy ones to, just be a little bit more exciting and fun. So it really just is your preference. So anyway, you breathe in to get the scent. You can feel the temperature of the water. You can feel your muscles relaxing. You can hear, if you still have the water on, you can hear the water rushing down from the spout into the tub. There's a lot of different things that you can observe. And again, you need to make sure that you're not focusing on the past or the future. You're focusing on the present moment. And in the present moment, you are in the tub, in the water. So if you don't have enough time to take a bath or enough money to buy a bath bomb, you can also do this in the shower. So again, you can step in, you can feel the water, trailing down your skin. You can hear the water rushing onto your body. You also can use really scented type soaps as well. And that's the thing, like, you're an adult now. You don't have to get the Dove soap bar, you can get really good smelling stuff. And so that's what I do, because if I don't have a lot of time to meditate, that is an example of how I can do something mindful that day and not have to go anywhere or spend a lot of time. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else as far as the shower goes. What I like to do too is turn around and actually have the water hit the back of your neck and your shoulders. I don't know about you, but that is where I keep all of my stress. And so being able to do that, close your eyes, and again, be in the moment and don't think about anything else, you'll be able to get that meditative, relaxing state. And finally, if you have the least amount of time possible, I realized this recently, is just washing your face. I am working on really trying to commit a half an hour before I go to bed to just having a bedtime routine. And this includes washing my face. So I'm going to use one of my friends, Giselle Santos. She has done my makeup before, and she has some really great tips about, face washing. She actually talks about washing her face as soon as she gets home. So that's something that could actually work for my schedule, where, usually if it's really late at night, I just do not have the energy to wash my face. And I know that sounds like so lazy, but what she does is, if she is done, with whatever activity she's doing with her kids or with her job, and she comes back home, she actually washes her face when she gets home, takes off the makeup. And I don't wear makeup all the time, but like I said, washing your face can feel very relaxing and rejuvenating, even if you're not washing any makeup off, So with the face wash, I actually have a whole routine, and I recommend having a routine just because, it reminded me, it's kind of like a home spa facial, right? So, facials are so freaking expensive, and you also need to, devote like an hour to the facial. And I was thinking to myself, what is so relaxing about a facial that I can't do at home? And it's really the fact that they put the towel, I don't know if you've ever had a facial before, they're amazing, but they're very expensive. They put a towel, around your face, and your eyes are closed. So you don't know what's gonna happen next. Just everything feels amazing, everything smells amazing. And so, I realized that the reason why those are so relaxing is because you're not really thinking about anything else. I'm sort of like, oh my gosh, what's she gonna put on my face now? Or like, what's this towel on my face, So through those thoughts, you can tell that I am living in the moment, and I'm focusing only on those thoughts, on my senses. So when I realized that, I thought, wow, I can actually do this at home. And so of course, I'm not closing my eyes when I put my face stuff on, but it's really the idea of just focusing on the touch on your face One thing too that I think is super cool, and maybe this is just because I'm a total nerd, but kind of focusing like when you touch your face, what is the sensation on your fingers when you touch your face? Don't pay attention to what the sensation is on your cheek, just on your fingers. And then once you do that, try to feel the sensation on your face from your fingers, right? So you're sort of switching your attention. And so while you do this, your brain doesn't really have enough room to think about all the stuff that you're stressed out, about tomorrow. So it's, not only is it the fingers on your face, but it's also whatever cream you're putting on your face. I love to use the ones that like smell really good. I haven't normally had like a whole face routine, but now, and when I say routine, I mean like, multiple products other than one face wash. And I'm normally really simple, but once I started like using these products that I had actually, experienced in the spa for the first time, I really felt like I was bringing the spa home, and it was way cheaper. So let me think. I have a face wash, I have a face exfoliator with like pieces of walnut in it, and I rinse that off, and then I have some facial oil, and finally I have the cream. So the oil and the lotion or moisturizing cream are very strong in scent, and they're very relaxing. So I think just the fact that it's like a longer process than just having face wash, it really encourages me to commit to the experience of, not only like feeling clean, right? Because we're washing our face, but also the amount of time that I spend on my face and how slowly I do it. That's another thing I noticed too with facials. Do you notice how slowly, they rub it on your face? And I'm like, oh, I could do that too, So that really, emphasizes the fact that you really want to leave about a half an hour or at least 15 minutes to get ready for bed each night if you can. Or if you have kids and your schedule is crazy, try to find some time when you are home for 15 minutes that you can do that, because I highly recommend having that sort of mindful experience, ideally once a day. So if you appreciated this tip and you would like to hear more, I'd love it if you could subscribe to my channel, Joy in Dementia. If you click the thumbs up and the subscribe button down below. Ooh, my hands are really bright there with the flash. And if you want to hear about any other tips or anything that you found helpful that have relaxed you, please include in the comments below. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you later.